Story time with tomfoolery. Dee's big was Sarah, who loved nuts. Sarah would go.
What? No!
Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen. She would play with his nuts all day, and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mum would join. They would take turns holding Dee's nuts at night. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put
Good.
both of his nuts in her mouth at once.
Sarah kicked Dee's big nuts. Sarah just kicked Dee's big nuts.
She busted a nut. Dee was very sad that Sarah busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice. One day, when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch, where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. After that day, she knew she would need.
Want a bone? No, these is big nuts. This got like sticky and hard. Wait. I just hear. What did I use? Yo, that was my favorite song. How'd you know? Yo. These These other books can't. Bro, these books can't be even worse. Amen?
Harry Balls has a long pole. Harry Balls has a very long pole.
Okay.
He was very proud of his long pole.
Okay.
He would rub oil on it all the time to keep it nice and smooth. On the top of his long pole, he had a big knob. He would rub and spit on it. He always kept it nice and shiny. He would go around the neighborhood, showing off his long pole. They were amazed to see such a long pole. They would rub it and spit on it to make it even smoother. One day, Miss Pussy Willow called Harry Balls and asked him to bring his long pole to check out her hole. Harry rushed over all excited. After all, Harry loved to stick his pole in a hole. Miss Pussy Willow showed Harry her big hole. Oh my, that's a big hole, Harry said. Miss Pussy Willow asked Harry, "Can you stick your long pole in my hole to see if it will fit all the way in?" Harry said, "I will try, but I need to make everything smoother. After all, I don't want my pole to get stuck in your hole." "Let me help," Miss Pussy Willow said, while grabbing Harry's long pole. She
What are these names?
spat on the knob and rubbed it to make it nice and slippery. Harry was very pleased with that. It made his pole even harder. But to make sure, he spat on Miss Pussy Willow's hole. After he didn't want his long pole to get stuck in her hole. Harry started shoving his long pole in Miss Pussy Willow's hole. Harry kept spitting on it to keep it wet. In and out he went, until he reached the end. Then Miss Pussy Willow's hole started trembling and got very
Yo! Oh my god, this story is so inappropriate.
Harry pulled out quickly, not wanting to get his long pole too wet. After all, he didn't want to get it too soft. Miss Pussy Willow
He's unclogging a pipe.
was very pleased that it fitted. She thanked Harry Balls with a great big kiss on the knob of his long pole. And that, my friend, is the story of Harry Balls and his adventure with his neighbor, Miss Pussy Willow. Always keep your pole clean. The clean end. Harry Balls has a long pole. Written by Guy Miró.
Yo. What did I just? Put Tony's nuts in your mouth? Yo. No.
Old Spice Putty, I hold. Matte
Full Sail University is where the next generation of creators are learning to build the future. It's where artists and creative thinkers unite with technologists and engineers. Get hands-on experience developing entertainment media and emerging technologies. If you have big ideas and even bigger dreams, start right here.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, Charlie, wake up! Yeah, Charlie, you silly sleepyhead, wake up!
Oh God, you guys. This had better be pretty freaking important. Is the meadow on fire?
Oh, Charlie, we found a map to Candy Mountain! Candy Mountain, Charlie! Yeah, Charlie, we're going to Candy Mountain! Come with us, Charlie! Yeah, Charlie, it'll be an adventure! We're going on an adventure, Charlie!
Slightly offensive. Bro. Oh, be on my search history.
These days, the next hot thing is going to be bowling animations.
What if we could make our own animations? And heck, we might even be able to do it a little
My
bit
Uncle Jack
better.
Hall.
But we need to make sure it has some edge so the teens can watch it and like think bowling's cool again.
And then they got us to thinking, what if we also made them really offensive?
Are Jenny and
2 years
Jennifer
ago,
really
Nico, myself, and our friends David and Joe, we went out
greatest
bowling
master
to our local
painter?
bowling alley in our hometown.
Yeah.
It was a great time. Balls were thrown, they were
Took my
rolling, things
nuts?
were knocked down.
No.
I love bowling. Jen and I used to go like all the time, but then COVID hit and everything got shut down, and then I broke my shoulder, and I haven't really been able to go since. But I can bowl now. See, look at this.
Show me your kitty.
As we were bowling, we realized, we looked up at the monitor, there were playing animations that corresponded to the exact moves we were doing on the bowling alley, making these amazing little cartoons and scenes out of them to emphasize and hype up the excitement that we two were feeling.
The thing about those animations is that they're never really good, and I don't know if that's like the point.
That's my
They look
spelling.
like they were made 30 years ago.
It's time for some intervention. It's time for a new voice on the bowling animation scene.
What if we
Whoa.
could make our own animations? And heck, we might even be able to do it a
Like
little bit
a
better. And then they got us to thinking, what if we also made them really offensive? Mildly offensive.
hand jobs.
It would be cool
For
to
the
make a
whole
complete set of
family.
these renders and then go to a bowling alley and actually have them use them. Wouldn't that be great, Christian? You've been talking to some bowling alleys out here.
So there's no way we're getting these animations on this.
What? Like we can't just send them like an
I'm in
MP4?
need of
It's literally just videos on a screen. Why
the
can't we
fart
just
back
like
away.
go to a bowling alley and be like, hey,
Big Bowling
Well,
is
here's-
literally only run by like 3 companies, and they all use the same software that's like proprietary. And they all use the
Wonky
same
donk.
Okay, so you're saying there's like a cartel of big bowling ball?
the bowling alley ends up refusing to use our animations. We're effects artists. We're gonna force it on them.
Found a dead bug.
There's only one way we're going to achieve this, and that's to be crazier and wackier than what's already the craziest and wackiest CG on the planet.
I will show you things that you never thought were possible from a set of pins and balls. Let's create a
Hi,
list
I'm
here and
Dylan.
figure out what exactly we need to make a